I couldn't even cope with you the right way, not having coffee. You know what I'm saying? That brings back, you know what I'm saying, when you start to hear some of these questions too, but like, seriously, I'm at your throat early in the morning. Like, hey, don't talk to me. I can't function right now.
Annoy you. I would just annoy you in a friendly way until you're just like, fine, I guess I'll better. Jeez.
And there would definitely be one person left on the island.
Oh yeah.
Like it'll be me.
Absolutely.
I'll have to drown your ass. Seriously.
Yeah, probably. Not gonna lie.
But yeah, I mean, like it's that question is I like that question because it shows you that, you know, things that, you know, people would not regularly, you know, think about, right? But I mean, seriously, like that the only thing you'll be complaining about is just coffee, or is like, you know, like how we getting the hell off this island? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I feel like if it's an island, you know, in my mind, when I picture an island, there is some form of vegetation on there, which in my mind goes to resources. What can you build with it? What can you create with it? And all of that. And if you're really determined in something, you'll find a way, whether it's creating a new unthunk way. Yeah.
And that goes hand on hand with what's really going on in this world right now. I'm saying, like you say, like, you know, like we got stuff in our backyard right now that we don't even know what we can use to, you know, to build something, you know, and start a fire to, you know what I'm saying? We need to start to educate ourselves on living off the land.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't wait to get in these conversations, bro. I'm serious. People have no clue, but like, they're serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to learn how to live off the land. So you need to survive your backyard. You know what I'm saying? To survive this country before you try to survive an island. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you're on an island, yeah, there's trees, but, you know, like you said, it didn't say what you brought with you or you didn't have with you, right? Mm-hmm. So what if you had, you know, you just washed up with just your clothes on your back? So you gotta find something to be sharpened. First thing, you know what I'm saying? People say first thing that you have to do is like find, like, you know, shelter. Once you find the shelter, you gotta find, you know, heat. So they start a fire, and then water. So if we on islands are only surrounded by salt water, you know, places. So like we got to learn how to spend some of the water to make it drinkable. You know what I'm saying?
You dig down. You go until a foot. I believe it's a foot under or into the water table section, which is right underneath the top layer of dirt, and then the earth naturally filters the water.
And I'm glad you said that, because I was just about to say this. I will be so, you know what I'm saying, happy that I washed up on the island with you, because you got medical background. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, I'll just kick back. Take care of everything.
Exactly.
But that is something else about me. I have a whole bunch of random facts, and yes, some of the details might be wrong. I'll own that right now, but I tell you, I know a lot of random things.
Hey, but that's what we need, though, right? Honestly, that's what you truly need, to have these random, you know, things that, you know, either survival or just in general, right? Just those who, I think that people bore me when they just plain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't have any plain friends. I'm serious. My wife is not even playing. So I need that in my life. I need that balance in my life, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. This is gonna be good. This one's gonna be a good one. Who's more likely to start an argument? You or me? Because we ain't known each other that long. But just think about the conversation we did have. Who would be likely to start an argument?
Well, I mean, when there's an argument, it starts out as someone stating their thoughts or opinions or feelings, and the person who hears it, you know, doesn't agree with it for whatever reason. And so the argument starts because of a reaction. Okay. So because of that, I would say I would actually be the person to start it because of my reaction to something. But I have a feeling it wouldn't be an elevated argument. I don't feel like it would be at each other's throats and then, you know, can't talk for a couple days because we still are holding on to some form of feelings. I feel like we'd get in an argument, kind of argue, and then we'll sit there kind of pouty for a minute and then be like, hey, did we just argue? That was kind of stupid, huh? And you know, go off with that.
I think that That's definitely me. I'm not the type of person that hold grudges. And like, I remember talking to you about this, randomly talking to you. I told you, like, I don't have a two. I have one strike rule. So like, I'm hoping and I'm wishing that we never experience each other's anger and, you know, that's part of ourselves. But like, I mean, I'm very argumentative. And
that's right.
And in a sense, the way of saying I'm argumentative to a place where I don't like just free with just people's. I need to know facts. Saying,
yeah,
so
absolutely.
I could be argumentative in that because I'm like, I'm not buying that. So just be prepared. Yeah. We already mentioned in the introduction is, you know what I'm saying, expect jokes, real talk, love, friend, and argument, right? Because this is what real people do. Real
absolutely.
Real bros, we do this, right? We gonna disagree, right? And I don't like just to say at the end of the day, let's agree to not disagree or agree to disagree. No, bro, like let's get your facts out. Let me get my facts out. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, we learning something from that, right? We're learning from what what we said. We learning from our disagreements. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to agree with me ever. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna learn from this what you disagreed on, right? Because you're gonna have to think about it, and that's the reason why I know that you're a perfect fit for this podcast and this show is because we are the type of people that sit down and overthink shit about saying very old, like, man, I had to ponder on this like for a minute. So yeah, it won't take me 3 or 4 days not to get back with you or something like that. I may hang up and like, you know what, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later. Avoid having those stronger arguments and leading into fights and I don't agree with shit. So
sorry, I just want to say one of my special skills is that I know how to navigate through disagreements and keep it still, on everyone's okay with being part of the conversation. I know how to word or work around an argument so it doesn't even happen because I can feel that, energy building up. And then before it explodes, I'm going to be like, oh, I'm going to make you laugh real quick. And then we'll be around that.
Exactly.
And move it to something else.
That person is hold on to, you know what I'm saying? You also like to bring light to, fun. Making absolutely fun of everything. You know what I'm saying? Just, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I need that. I need that in my life. I mean, let me rephrase that because when I'm serious about stuff, I do not want to be joked with. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm mad and you try to, joke around, listen.
I need better than that. I have an anger thing.
I'm saying with just people in general, you know what I'm saying? People like doing that sometimes. It's like making up. Nah, bro. Just walk away and let's revisit this, right? Because, you really pissed me off. So I don't want to have those type of arguments, you know what I'm saying? But we'll learn how to deal with those things and go forward because this is what it means about keeping everything 100. You know what I'm saying? Keeping everything 100. We're going to have fights. We're going to have these arguments. We're going to have these disagreements. So what? Get past it. That's what people do, right?
Yes.
So this is a good one for you. What's your biggest petty ick when talking to people?
When they're not true to themselves. When I can tell that the answers or conversation that we're having is more based on society, what society thinks that person should think or feel. When you can tell it's not their genuine, authentic selves. I'll still be a part of the conversation, but it just kind of, dulls my interest in it. Because that's not you, that's not your brain, that's not how you truly feel. And that's part of the reason actually why I like talking about thought-provoking subjects and asking random questions, but it breaks people out of that shell. But that's something that it kind of turns me off of conversations is when I can tell it's not how they truly feel or truly think.
Absolutely. And do you so when finding those things out about people, right? Is that truly a turnoff, or is it something you have to you deal with accordingly? Like I know how you acting now, so I'm gonna deal with you accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Are you like saying?
It depends. It's more of the vibe also that I get off of them. Kind of like people could say aura, energy, intuition, things like that. It is actually more based off of that. But when I get in those situations or interacting with someone who kind of is struggling in some form to interact with others or myself, I don't find it as disrespectful. I don't find it as, oh, this person doesn't like me, doesn't want to interact with me, so I'm going to be huffy and walk away. I can read, I will say, I can read when someone doesn't want to talk. I can read that and I don't push it. But
the hardest thing is the people that can't read the room. Man, God, especially when it happens at work.
Yes.
You sit around, you guys are just talking, someone, at lunch or something, someone come in the room and just like make one of them inappropriate type of retarded, we can't say that word, but you know what I mean though, right? And it's like, bro, read the room. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like seriously, or like, or people, someone's having a bad day. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The person come in and just, say something just outrageous. You know what I'm saying? Like, I cannot stand that. Like, I'm saying, like, everything that's happening don't mean that, no matter who you are, how you are, you should be able to read the room very well. You know what I'm saying? And
absolutely
enter that room cautious sometimes, or enter that room with the same energy the room is having.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's a great thing to have. Intuition about yourself is be able to read a good room. You know what I'm saying? Read a room in general. So yeah, exactly. I agree with you like that. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's people these days just has the attention span of like just want to say what they want to say, what comes into their mind, without thinking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's like, to me, it's like we're in a dark world right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, sometimes you just have to think before you talk.
Exactly. And there's, times and places for those type of things. And, it's really honestly in those times and places, it's also the read. I feel like that's something that, just as a society everywhere, honestly, in my opinion, is just get back to the reading of what's going on around you. Even if like you step into a room and just pause for a second, 30 seconds, do a quick scan of the room, and you'll get a feeling if it's like, hey, we're kind of in a jokey mood, or, hey, the mood needs to be brought up or chilled out, or, it helps.
Or just mind your damn business.
Exactly. Or you can tell that people do not want to talk to you, or they're in their own conversations.
Exactly.
And
mind your business.
Yeah, I feel like also that's something that we all can work on as well, is learning how to be okay and comfortable by ourselves as an individual, not lonely, not a loner, or isolating yourself. It's how to be at peace when no one else is around.
Absolutely. I think a lot of people have a problem. I know it's a different conversation to have, but like people do have a problem of being alone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying like, and I have a good conversation piece I'm gonna share with you guys and with you as well, that I'm okay being alone.
Mm-hmm.
I find myself in my comfort zone. I'm in a room. I've said this on the podcast before. I'm in a room full of 1,000 people. My best feeling is to close that out and just feel like myself in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's my peace. That's my. Without meditating, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can just shut the whole.
Mm-hmm.
Okay with it and be good. Man.
And good, yeah.
And it's not like describing who that type of person I am. It's just sometimes like I just know inner peace. I know how good inner peace feels.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what it feels to be self-healed. You know what I'm saying? And reprogrammed I'm my own programmer. And so like, that's a lot to me. That's good.